while some just see the lumber. Marc Saracco, sales manager at Capital Lumber Company, a wholesale distributor, sees the building blocks of new communities. Communities, he says, could get more expensive with the expected 25% tariff President Donald Trump is imposing on imports from Canada and Mexico starting March 4th.
Undoubtedly, the tariffs would be felt. I estimate that the tariffs from appliances to lumber would cost a homeowner between $30,000 and $40,000 per house.
And with more than 15,000 homes and structures that need to be rebuilt after the Los Angeles area fires, he estimates it also bumps up the price tag on rebuilding.
And so you're talking about $600 million just in the scale of the rebuild.
Something that has been hard to stomach, as he is a Pasadena resident who personally knows families who have lost everything.
These are my friends, these are my neighbors, this is my community.
With domestic sawmills closing, he says it would take 10 to 20 years before the U.S. can internally meet lumber demands.
We do not produce enough lumber domestically to meet what we consume.
And because you need more than lumber to rebuild, contractors are also keeping an eye on things like steel. It's something Steve Rule, vice president of Turner Construction Company, says they have been preparing for since President Trump's campaign.
Where can we get X other than internationally, right? So other suppliers, local domestic suppliers of the same material we might have bought a year ago from a supplier overseas.
He says currently only about 10% of their material comes from a foreign source, so they're not too worried about their bottom line, but does point domestic prices can also increase with a tariff on foreign products.
We did see domestic prices rise in the first Trump administration with the implementation of tariffs. There was a certain amount of, there's both the encouragement of developing our domestic manufacturing that comes with tariffs, but there's also, if the guy's got to pay $10 extra to get the material from China, then I could raise my price $9.
As for Marc, he says last month's tariff pause brought yet another challenge.
We know that it's already a little bit of a challenging time right now to do business with interest rates where they're at. And this just further complicates some of the complexity of doing this business in the first place. Uncertainty is hard.
Continuing to monitor the tariff developments, hoping to have more certainty going forward.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.